Hi, and welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Opinions. My name is Barry. This is my brother Mark.
Sure. So here we go. Another episode.
This is like 40, I think.
This is 40 or 41.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I'll give you a hint as to what we're going to talk about today.
I guessed it.
You already knew my hint.
I guessed what
Yeah.
I didn't even know you were going to do that.
I was
I
going,
did it.
I was going
You
to.
can tell we're brothers, folks.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to, we're going to leave Crackle and Pop out of this, but we definitely got Snap.
So,
Yes.
before we start, I have where the program started, how it started, when it stopped, when it restarted. If
Okay.
you wanted to start with that.
Well, yeah, we could start with, because I did some basic, statistics too. But yeah, we could start there and then we could start talking about
Sure,
it. So that's a
sure.
good place to start. Sure. What do you have?
Okay, it actually started out called food stamps. It started as a pilot program in
Oh, you know
May.
what? Hold on. Before you
Yeah,
do that,
go ahead.
I'll be right back.
Okay, all right. Have no idea, folks. Oh my God.
Here,
Hey.
we need some food.
Oh, okay. We got some chips here.
We're gonna have some chips. Because now, where do you think that came from?
Probably a store.
You're right. It came from a store. Now, how do you get those in the store?
We purchased them with money.
Money. Now, next question: where does money come from? Real money.
Real money?
Real money.
Okay.
Yeah.
My wallet. No.
Well, yeah, it gets in your
Or
wallet.
the printer we have in the basement. No.
How about
It comes from a job.
job? So, ergo, if you have a job, if you have a job and you have money, you can actually
Pick up a chip.
pick up a chip
And eat.
and you won't starve.
Oh man,
Yeah, so go to work.
that's awesome.
Yeah, go to work.
That's a pretty good concept.
I think, go to work and eat. And don't rely on the people that are going to work, that are paying taxes, to feed your fat ass and your 14 kids.
There you go.
All right, so now I'm sorry, but we
No,
can go.
that's okay.
I'm going to eat a chip though.
So, food stamp program, it started as a pilot program in 1939 in Rochester, New York. It was to help low-income families. The program ran till 1943 and stopped. But I want to tell people why it stopped.
War was going on.
Well, 43, yeah, we got involved December 7th of 41, but it was because the economic conditions improved and the program was stopped. That meant people were all working. There was plentiful jobs, which there are now.
Yeah, there are.
So anybody that says they can't find a job, they don't want to find a
Yeah,
job.
because I've heard anything from 8 million to 11 million jobs available.
So then it started again in 1961 as a pilot program again under JFK. 1964, the Food Stamp Act was permanently established. And then
What year was that? 64?
64.
Oh, who was president in 64?
Let me guess. Let's say JFK was shot November 22nd of 63. And his vice president, who would be,
Johnson.
LBJ.
Yeah, the guy who invented all this welfare crap.
Oh, yeah. That was the guy that said, I'll have these N-word
Voting.
Democrat for the next 200 years. Leave it up to me.
Yep,
And I didn't say that. He
he
said
said
it.
it.
So then in 2008, it was officially changed to SNAP. SNAP stands for Supplemental, and I want a key word, Nutrition Assistance Program. And while I said the key word was nutrition, is because my brother knows I've had multiple positions. I've done everything from driving a tow truck to
Armored car, and
you name it.
delivering food.
So the keyword nutrition, I was an assistant manager at a supermarket. And when the first of the month would come, I would see people come in with 47 kids and buy a bunch of junk.
Yep.
Hot Pockets, frozen pizza, just stuff you could nuke. And my question is, why aren't you buying
Nutritional
decent
stuff.
food for your children? Because, if you're home all day, you could get up and cook.
Well, that's the problem. They can't get up because they're too heavy.
And that's what I have written down.
Yeah. All right.
Because I know these people that a lot of them do not buy nutritional stuff for their children.
So I got some dates. So 1969.
Can I have a chip?
Yeah. I realize we're going to be crunching and it's going to be in the microphone. But anyways, in 1969, there were 2.9 million people on SNAP.
Wow.
A year later, 1970, because that's how it goes, 69, 70. 4.3 million. We had another 1.4 million people go on
Wow.
in a year. So in the 1990s, food stamps went to an EBT program. So now you're not getting what we've seen people in the past with like welfare, like with money that you'd rip out of a booklet and you'd pay with.
Yeah.
It now went to an electronic. So you swipe a card. All states had that by 2004.
Okay.
So by 2004, you're getting EBT cards for SNAP and for food.
It's like a debit card.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're not getting food stamps, which is
Right.
what we've seen in the past. So now that we make it easier because you're just swiping, in 2010, now there's 40.3 million people. Wow. So that's in 40 years. It went from 4 million to 40 million. In 2019, it dropped a little bit down to 35.7 million. 2020 went back up to 40 million. And the latest statistics for 2024, 41.7 million people are getting EBT. That's 12.3% of the US population.
It's a lot. It's a lot of people.
So you take that many people with the money they're getting, the total federal spending for the year 2024 for SNAP, $99.8 billion. We're talking $100 billion that the government is feeding Americans. Now, I would say that there's a 1% of those people that are maybe, like you said, they're disabled.
Yeah, we want to make that perfect.
Right, they're disabled. They maybe have children with issues, or they probably really need it. So we're not saying it's a bad program.
No.
But there's probably 1% of that 12% that needs it. The other ones are a bunch of fat, lazy assholes.
That don't want to work.
Yeah. I think that's what and they'll sit there, as we've seen lately in TV, they're like, well, I'm going to get me my money. I'm going to, I'm getting mine, and if I have to go into a store, I'm going to steal it. How about get your ass and go get a job?
Yeah. Because, if you have kids that are school age,
Yep.
there is a time span where you don't have to be home because those kids are in school. And some people might say, well, what if my kid gets sick? You do what any normal other person does that works every day. You either call out, you have family members that might be able to pick them up.
Yep.
I think there needs to be a whole revamp of that whole system.
Yeah, and it has to start with keeping fathers in the home, which we've talked about before. But if you've got two parents in the home, you got a better chance that one of you maybe could stay home while the other one goes to work.
Yeah. Maybe the person goes to work that's making the more money.
But here's the hard part. So you have two parents in the home, but that's maybe for one or two of those kids. Then there's a different parent for one of the other two or three kids. Then there's a different parent for one of the other two or three kids.
Or they're not even there.
Well, so I'm saying, but there's 7 or 8 kids, 4 or 5 different parents, different dads. None of them are in the house. And I hate to say it, but mama's sitting back there
doing nothing,
doing nothing because she's got all these kids and eating, potato chips and whatever, drinking soda.
I know 3 kids that come from the same house that I pick up. Of course, I don't say where, their names. It's not respectable. I won't do that. They're all in grammar school.
Could I guess? All different fathers?
All different last names.
Oh, different last names, right.
Yep. All different last names.
Yeah.
And she's about ready to burst again. So this would be number 4.
Yeah. Now, some people are going to go, they're hearing this and they're like, you guys are racist.
No,
we're not. These are just facts. There are people who have 3, 4, 5, 6 kids,
Yeah.
different dads, sitting back collecting, which I still think it should be called welfare because, the government, you're getting taken care of. The welfare of your family is being taken care of by the people who are going out and working.
Yeah.
And we've said it before in other videos. We have both worked through like 2 and 3 jobs at a time.
Yep. To make sure that the house was paid
And that people in our families had food. Yeah. But
was it easy? Hell no.
no, it wasn't
I was
fun.
tired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tired right now.
Yeah.
From working 10 years ago doing that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I
do want to point out that there is a way to work the system.
oh yeah.
The way to work the system, I've heard people, I sit back and I listen to people conversate and they go, well, how are these people buying steak and lobster tails and they're driving a BMW? And I'm going, this is how they do it. So a girl gets pregnant. She knows who the father is.
Now we know it's a woman because
Well,
because men can't get pregnant.
Now, if I was a Democrat, I would say a person got pregnant. So,
What do they call them? A birthing parent? A
birthing
birthing
parent,
whatever? Yeah, right.
So anyhow, a girl gets pregnant. So now she says, I'm pregnant, but I don't know who the father is. I had multiple partners, and I don't even know where they're at. Especially our state. Don't worry, honey, we'll take care of you. We're going to sign you up for this program, that program, the other program, and maybe another program.
Yeah, because there are lots of programs.
Lots of programs.
Yeah,
So
different
now she gets housing. Well, first she gets medical. She gets housing. And now she's on WIC, food stamps, EBT, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Then once she gets settled, the guy that got her pregnant moves in the house. So now he's working and got a decent job. That's how they could afford all these things.
And talk about the cars.
Oh yeah. I go to one complex that shall remain nameless. So if you drive in, the street that you drive into this complex is city streets. They're sometimes double parked. Beautiful cars. Better than what I drive. Because the thing is, if they park in the parking spots designated for the housing, they have a right to find out who lives there, who's running, they can run those plates.
Yep.
So now if you're parked on the street,
Right.
it's a city street.
But see,
I see it for myself.
but you have something that they don't have. A job.
Well, they have a job. The guy has a job.
Well, yeah. But they have nice cars than neither one of us drive.
No, I drive what I could afford.
I know.
I can't afford.
But why? Yeah, but you're not going to stress yourself out.
Exactly. I'm not going to put myself in a predicament where I have a $700 car payment. I was just talking to my girlfriend about this yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, how do these people afford? I was looking at cars, I said, maybe I'll trade in my car. And I'm like, $700 a month?
Yeah. I know
I
people
said,
that pay
no way.
that. Yeah.
I'm paying $300 for the car I have, and I'm like stressing out about that. And I make decent money.
Yeah.
People think, oh, you're a bus driver. Yeah, well, I'm union.
Right.
I'm a Teamster. Power to the Teamsters. So there's a way of playing the system, and it's been designed that way for a long time.
Yep.
If you follow the rules, you will live terrible.
So then you say, well, how do people learn how to play the system? I think in our state, it's 2 ways. Number one, it's everybody who's already playing the system tells you how to play it.
Yeah.
And the other one is, like you said, if you call up the state and you say, hey, I don't work and I have 17 kids and I need money, they're on the other phone going, honey, we're going to set you up with all this stuff.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what you need to say.
Now, I remember years ago, I knew someone
good,
that
by
said,
the way.
yeah, the chips are good, said to me, hey, I know someone that'll sell you $200 of food stamps for $100 in cash. I'm not an idiot. I went and bought them. And it didn't bother me to go to a store and use the old food stamps with the money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
look like Monopoly money.
Because I just got $200 worth of food for $100. That worked for me and my girlfriend at the time.
And what do you think they did with that $100 in cash?
Bought beers, cigarettes, maybe drugs.
Yep. And then complained that the kids don't have any food.
Yeah.
And then, like this didn't happen back when we were in school. But now in the big cities, these kids get breakfast, lunch, and dinner in school. The state of Connecticut is feeding these kids.
I thought that's what the money was for.
The lottery.
EBT.
Well, the lottery. Remember, the lottery was all supposed to be education money, like in Connecticut.
Oh,
that was all that. But yeah, the EBT, you're getting money to like feed your family,
Yeah.
and yet the schools are feeding your family.
Yep.
So what are you doing when your kids having breakfast, lunch, and dinner in your school in the schools?
I don't know.
So watching home, probably playing The Price is Right or something on TV. I don't know.
Who knows?
And then complaining. And complaining to the wrong people. Because we're looking at the shutdown is still going on. This is November 2nd.
Yep. Early in the morning.
We're filming this.
Fairly early.
Yeah. And the government's still shut down.
And the uneducated people are blaming the Republicans.
Yeah, the uneducated people is like, why doesn't the president just, open the government? Because they don't even need all the Democrats. They need like 7 or 8 of them. Mm-hmm. That's all they need. Is 7 or 8 somewhat normal Democrats to go, enough is enough. We need to make sure these people get their food.
Yeah.
So we're going to say yes. We're going to just open the government up, and then we're going to sit down and negotiate what we need to negotiate.
But why are the Democrats not voting to the clean resolution bill? What do they want on that bill? What do they want the Republicans to do?
They want the Republicans to add stuff because the clean bill is basically
it's there.
Whatever we were funding, let's just keep doing that.
Yep.
And Democrats are like, no, we want you to put back this, add back this. It was over $1 trillion.
$1.1 trillion
extra they want in there.
And in that, they want health care for illegals.
Yep.
And take care of illegals.
Yeah.
And the Republicans said, that's it, we're done. We're not doing that.
We just saw that Mamdani, that's running for mayor of New York, he wants free legal advice for illegals. He wants to give free buses.
I hope he wins.
Besides the free buses and everything else.
I hope he wins.
Yeah, because
I really do, because you're going to get, New York, you're going to get a taste of what communism is.
Yeah.
He's not even a socialist. He's a communist.
Yeah.
Nothing is free.
And we saw this morning, people in New Jersey that have any kind of money are already looking at selling their houses and getting out.
Yeah, if the Democrat wins.
If a Democrat wins, yep.
And we're not saying the Republicans are the answer.
No,
because they're not.
No, but we know that Democrats are the problem.
Yes.
They're the cause of the problem. And yes, that Republicans don't always fix the problem.
No.
But we know if there is a problem, the Democrats created it.
Now, there's going to be people that watch this and they're going to put comments in there. Oh, you guys are racist. And we already talked about that. Watch our past episode. Because if there was a family portrait there, you would know we're not racist.
Right.
I hate people that are just doing the wrong thing to get ahead.
Yep.
I can't stand people like that.
Yep.
Or sit back. I'd like to sit back.
And do nothing.
But you know what? I have something called dignity. And I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let other people pay for me to sit back and do nothing. I'll go to work.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I did my whole life.
Yeah. How many jobs? 3, 4?
Well, yeah. I mean, and then I was 11 years in one job. I was 6 or 7 years in another job. I was 13 years in another job. I always worked. Mm-hmm. Always worked. Matter of fact, even when I was 16 years old, when we had the summer off from school, I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go work in a factory from 6 a.m. until noon. The summer, when I'm 16 years old. Like most kids are like, well, school's out. This is my summer. I'm supposed to do nothing. Well, I got up and went to work. At 6 in the morning, I'm working.
was training us. This is the way life is. This is what you got to do to survive.
We heard the money doesn't grow on trees thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then if you want something, you better earn it and work. But there's people who just sit back and they look like they could get a job. I'll say, now, if they're sitting back saying, well, I want a job that makes $100,000 a year. Well, guess what? You don't start there.
No.
No,
I never started at the top.
Every job I started, it was like entry level, and you work your way up.
Yeah.
Hell, I remember the first job I had in a factory, I was making the minimum wage was $1.85 an hour. When I got my first raise, I got the $200. I got the $2 an hour. And then one
I
week,
think I was 365.
and
or
then one
something
week
like that.
I actually got a check, and I was like, my God, I brought $100 home. And $100, yes, used to buy you a lot more back
Oh
then.
yeah.
But
I mean, you bring $100 back then to this grocery store, you would come out with a cart full of stuff.
easily a full cart that was overflowing full
Yeah.
of food. Yeah. So I get that things are more expensive. But entry-level jobs now, you're walking into a job making $15 an hour. Minimum wage.
I forget what our entry level is. School buses, school bus driver. Now you could come with no experience and be a school bus driver.
I think, well, back when I did it a little over a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was making $21.25 an hour.
Yeah, we're union Teamsters, and it's coming up. You come in and
While you're looking, I'm going to eat.
here it is. Right
Because we
here.
went to the store today.
So right now, you come to my job, starting no experience, $24.75 an hour once you get your license.
Yep. And don't they train you to get your license?
Oh yeah, and you get paid.
You
Paid
get-
training.
Yep. Yeah.
Paid training.
So if you-
and you will. There's an opportunity to get great benefits.
Yep.
Great benefits. You're looking at, I think it's $86.55 a week, but it's a $250 deductible. You get medical, dental, prescription, eyeglasses. Nobody gets.
But you know what
$200,
happens?
and you're covered at 100%.
You know what someone's going to say when you say that? Well, if I make the money, they're going to take my stuff away.
Well, that's what it's about. It's supposed to be a temporary program.
Yeah.
Not that, mama grew up on it, now my daughter's on it, and her daughter's going to be on it. This is not supposed to be generational.
I know.
But it is.
It is.
Because it's easy to say, how did Ma do that? Oh, she had 3 kids. I'm going to go have 3 kids, 3 different guys, and get on this program.
Yep.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
The program
Because-
needs to be revamped.
Because in some cultures, if you get ahead, the other people start looking at you and they're like, well, who do you think you are getting ahead? Like,
Yeah.
you're going to actually like go to school and maybe get a good job? Who do you think you are? Mm-hmm. So it's culture. We talked about that in a past video that
Yeah. Not only that, we
It's
have 20
culture.
years, 20-year pension. I mean, you come in at 24 years old, 44 years old, you have a pension.
well that
And
even
you can
goes
stay working to 30 years.
that even goes back to the thing about like, well, if you have school age kids, who's going to what? Well, you drive the bus. The kids go on your bus with you. You drop them off at school. At the end of the day, you pick them up. You go home.
We have a lot of moms that do that.
I know.
They bring their kid with them. If they're on a different bus that goes to a different school, you hand them off to that monitor. The kids get on that bus. They make sure the kids get off at that school, get back on, and by that time, they're back at the lot.
So you would think that these parents, well, and for most cases, it's the mom. If they're home, their kid's in school, they're not doing anything, they're staying home. You would think when their kid is getting off the bus that they would be right there to get their kid off the bus.
Are you kidding me? Sometimes I'm waiting 15, 20 minutes. They're upstairs sleeping
Yeah, because they had a hard
At
they had a
3
hard day trying to get up.
at 3 in the afternoon. They're sleeping. They don't work. I don't know. I think it's self-pride. We have a lot of pride in our family.
Yep,
We really do, all of us. Hey, our sister was on welfare.
a little bit, but
Yeah, temporarily.
but also
Went to school.
put herself through respiratory therapist school.
Yeah.
Our niece, we talked about, joined the military so she can go to school. She's got through the what was it?
Army Reserves.
But the aid. They gave you money for school if you went to the military.
Yeah, I don't know what they
I
call
forgot what they call it.
Yeah.
But GI Bill.
Oh, yeah, the GI
The GI Bill.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah.
there's ways to do stuff.
There is. There's always a way to do, especially Connecticut has a lot of opportunities, this state.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the good things about Connecticut.
Yeah, not many, but
There's a lot, yeah, I know, but there's a lot of programs to help you get ahead.
yeah. To get it should, and I don't know, I think I brought it up in one of the other videos about, I don't have a problem with like these programs, but they should be time limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not generational.
No, it should be, you're on it, you can be on it for a year. Now, but if you're going to school and the school program takes like 18 months, or okay, you could stay on it. As long as you're in school trying to better yourself, you could be on it. Once you go to school, get a trade, get some sort of career, and you start working, you're off.
Yeah.
You're off. It's supposed to be temporary.
I like your idea about the food program. You should go in with your card and say, I'm going to go shopping, and okay, get in this line, and you swipe your card, and then they hand you a box.
And so
And the box has your meats, all your stuff that you need, essentials.
Vegetables, right.
There's no donuts.
Right.
There's no chips.
Right.
There's no soda. There's meat, vegetables, all that stuff. Healthy stuff.
Yeah.
Cook. Go home and cook. If you're home all day doing nothing, you have plenty of time to cook a decent meal.
If you want wonderful chips like these, then you go get a job.
Go get a job. And then you can eat junk.
Yep.
If you choose to.
Yeah.
Because we work for it. We work to pollute our body.
Right. My body, my choice.
That's right. My body, my chip. Don't touch that chip. That's mine.
Which one? But
Yeah. I mean, like we said, there are people that really need it. Do I
Yeah.
feel sorry for them right now? I absolutely 100%.
Sure.
Hey, as a matter of fact, your guy that's stopping all this, Chuck Schumer, he had a big party last night. A Great Gatsby party where they all got up and they dressed like like out of the...
Really?
Oh, yeah, and they had food and everything. They're fat bellies.
Yeah.
They're fed. But the people that vote the Democrats in,
Yeah, they're
that's
starving.
they're starving.
Yeah. And you keep voting Democrats in. Guys are morons if you keep doing that.
Yeah. Oh, I have something that might shock people.
Really?
This was really interesting. So people keep saying that stuff like this has never happened before. Well, where is it? Okay. They call this a filibuster when they're holding out for something. So the longest filibuster in U.S. history was 75 days. It took place in 1964. Geez, I wonder who was president again.
LBJ again.
Guess what it was? When Democrats tried to block the Civil Rights Act. These are the people that you vote for, people.
Yeah, the people who started the KKK.
Yeah. We talked about that before.
The people who like slavery. People who are against the Civil Rights Act. And they're the ones coming across like, oh, we're all for civil rights. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They use the fact that a lot of Americans are either stupid
Yep.
or just so busy that they don't pay attention.
Or you watch CNN or
Oh yeah, but
MSLSD.
yeah, and they just get brainwashed. But that's what they care about. They care like we're going to tell you stuff, and you're supposed to just believe it, and then you'll vote for us. And if it looked like you weren't going to vote for us, then we'll just bring in 10 or 15 million illegals.
Yeah.
Because they'll vote for us. And you said something a little while ago before we started this about what Kristi Noem found.
Yes.
Was it 9,000?
9,000? I think it was 9,000 illegals had the same social security number. And then I think that's what it was.
Was it 9 or 90?
9 or 90, I forget. And they voted all in the 2020 election in Arizona.
Which was a close state.
Yeah.
And the Democrat won governor, and it probably should have been the Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah. All had the same number, huh?
All had the same number.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, they gave them, I forget how.
Because CNN will tell you that never happened. It's
Yeah, that never happened.
And then you'll just believe it.
Yeah. But she's what? Homeland Security.
Yeah. So they have the numbers. They have the
number.
data. I
Just
know.
like the social security number that was someone had that was before the United States was founded.
Yeah.
Like 300 years old.
Yeah. Or somebody who might have been born in Hawaii who had a Connecticut social security number.
Who was that?
I don't know.
I think they became president, didn't they?
Yeah, but if I say his name, I'll be racist.
Oh, I'll say it. Obama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Married to Michael.
Barry Soetoro.
Married to Michael.
Michael. Yeah. Michael Robinson. I'm kind of jealous of Michael Robinson. Did you ever see the videos? Hung like a mule, folks.
Well, I did see the way that Obama played basketball, he kind of looks feminine.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he kind of tore down something, didn't he?
Well, he tore down a tennis court and paid over $300 million to build a basketball court.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's that? Gold on the floor? Gold inlay?
Well, he must have had something because he sucked at basketball.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Don't believe these things. Trump's not using government money to build a ballroom. And the ballroom is to entertain who?
Foreign heads of state.
Oh, I think that's kind of important, isn't it?
Well, instead of having them sitting out in the lawn and having like the chairs sink in the wet grass. It's supposed to be
They
the United
all
States.
did it.
And every president always wanted a ballroom. All the presidents always said that they needed something like that. So he says, you know what? You guys talk about it. I'm going to do it.
I'm telling you, Trump,
And
he
then
wears
spend-
very loose underwear because
He's got big ones.
he's got he needs a lot of ballroom. Because he has some cojones, folks.
Well, if anybody knows, ask about the ice skating rink in New York.
It was going to cost how many millions
Millions
of
of
dollars?
and it was like 10 years in the works, but because they had to get permits and
Yeah.
all. And he's like, I'll do it. And I within months
within months.
he had it all fixed.
And it was so cheap that he
Yeah.
had it done.
Yeah.
Anytime you take the government, it takes them years to do anything
Yep.
at super high cost.
You look at the tunnels for Tower guy. This guy gets asking for $11 a month, and I don't know how many houses and communities he's already built for servicemen who have been injured,
Firemen,
Firemen,
police
yeah,
officers, yeah.
like all first responders. He's putting up houses everywhere. He's building communities, these special houses that works for people who might have no legs or whatever.
Yeah. Why isn't our government doing
Like,
that?
yeah, and then they're like, oh, the government will be like, well, we need housing. This guy's building them like crazy. So yeah, you take the government out of it. You let the private sector build stuff and do stuff. I mean, there's a highway in Connecticut that it's called the Mixmaster because there's on ramps, off ramps, and this highway meets that
84
highway.
to 8.
Yeah, they're talking about redoing the whole thing, and it's going to take 20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
And billions of dollars.
Yeah.
They're gonna move the river.
They're going to move a river and redo this whole thing. And I will guarantee you, when it's all done, I'll probably be dead, but when it's all done, the traffic will be just as bad.
Okay, so here's a good example. I moved away and I was in Arizona for a little over 9 years. They started widening the highway, 84, like into Cheshire, Waterbury, Cheshire,
Yeah.
going down Southington, towards Southington.
Yeah.
Okay. I came back. It was just being finished. 9.5 years.
When they first did it, they screwed up on the drainage and had to redo a bunch of stuff.
Well, no, because the company, always the cheapest doesn't mean the best. The company put in these storm drains to nowhere.
Yeah.
All there was a storm drain. It didn't connect to anything.
No, I know.
And it took a reputable company that wanted to do it, but it was going to cost a little bit more. They had to hire them to come in and finish the job, which is OMG.
And you know what those people that worked on that got? Money to go buy groceries.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They didn't have to stand in line and worry about, that's another thing. Some of these people talking about, I'm going to go steal your groceries in the parking lot. Well, you know what? No one approached us in the parking lot because they would have had maybe lead poisoning.
Yeah, by both of us.
Yeah, so.
So, yeah. I mean, we weren't in an area, like we weren't in an inner city grocery store. But we're pretty safe. I think we're both over 6 feet tall and we're not tiny.
No, by no means.
When you walk like you may be carrying something, I think people kind of
A heavy wallet?
yeah. I think people kind of leave you alone. But
I do feel for the people that really need it.
yeah,
I do.
there are people who really need it and they're getting screwed by the Democrats.
Yeah. So when the midterms come up, vote Republican for everything.
Yeah, even though some of the Republicans may not be your best choice, they're better than your worst choice.
That's right.
So, and you have anything else?
I don't. I'll probably think of something after we cut the tape, you know. And like I said, these are we don't edit nothing.
No,
This
I mean
is-
I'm eating potato. These are nacho chips. These
Yeah,
are
we're gonna have a big.
we're gonna have a big nacho thing at the football game
You
later.
know, when the football comes on, we'll be eating nachos and having a good old time.
But I just thought it'd be a good prop to use to show people that when you actually
When you
work,
you have meat in your refrigerator.
there's meat there, and there's
Besides cold air.
there's meat, there's drinks, there's enough meat that we have things scheduled.
Yeah.
There's potatoes and there's cans of corn, and
Yeah.
you can get that stuff when you work.
Yeah.
And you don't have to rely on your EBT card to come and have the government fill it up so that you can now feed your 47
But
kids.
isn't that weird how they had no King's Day last week, but they're asking the king for food?
Yep.
That's pretty weird. And when a government wants to shut down something, and which they just did, that's a form of communism.
Yep.
I'm not saying our government's communist.
No, I know what you're saying. The fact that a government can do this to the people is a communist thing.
What did we just see in there? There was a survey on TV. We just saw it.
Oh, yeah.
34% of the population thinks communism is great.
Yeah.
Are these people insane?
Yeah, they're idiots. Because I've seen interviews with
Chairman Mao killed 40 million of his own people.
yeah, because they
And
don't
that's communism. Chairman Mao's in China, folks. He's dead now.
yeah. It's not a menu item in your local Chinese store.
No.
I'll have the German Mao with some white rice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like pork fried rice, actually.
I know it is good.
Yeah, it is good.
Well,
Side order of wings.
well, Chip, I'm just about done.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have
I
anything
have
else.
nothing else.
No, I just think call your Democrats if you're a Democrat voter. Call your Democratic senators and tell them you're hungry.
Yeah.
And if you're hungry, it means you don't have a job, and then you can't eat chips.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Well, that wraps that up. Another episode of Two Brothers Opinions.
Yes.
We really appreciate the views that we've been getting. Some of them have been taking off.
Yeah, and if you
Especially
missed,
the No Kings one.
and if you haven't seen the last few, the No Kings one is very visually good. And then we had two presidents sitting here.
Yeah.
Yeah, two presidents came and sat here and we talked, and now we have tortilla chips or whatever, nacho chips, and who knows what we're going to have for the next one.
I don't know. It'll be a surprise.
But you won't see it unless you like and subscribe.
And hit the notification
Yeah.
bell. And turn your notifications on, too.
Yeah.
Some of you people. Anthony.
And Anthony's being good for what you're saying.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
And don't forget you have a voice and you have a chip, and you should not let anyone silence your voice or stop you from eating.
Well, that ends this episode.
No one's going to stop me from eating,
No.
even during the whole thing. I
Not
mean,
Italians.
I know.
You bite your finger off. Alrighty, folks. We appreciate you very much. Thank you very much. And have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Chip.